Visual opens with a montage of fragmented images, an old photograph, a favorite book, a worn pair of sneakers, a coffee mug, a passport with stamps. The music is an introspective, slightly melancholic acoustic track. The host is in a comfortable, personal space like a home office or living room, looking directly at the camera. Host, have you ever stopped to think about the 5 most important things that make you, you? It's a simple question, but the answer can be profoundly complex. It's not about your job title, your social media bio, or what others think. It's a deeply personal exploration, a quiet act of self-discovery that can change everything. Today, I want to get real with you. I want to share the 5 things that I believe are the core of my identity, the experiences, values, and even the simple objects that have shaped who I am. My hope is that as I share my story, it will inspire you to turn inward and start asking the same question. Because when you truly understand the core elements that define you, you reclaim your power, you find your purpose, and you start living a life that is truly and authentically yours. Visual, a split screen. On one side, a static image of an older person sitting on a park bench. On the other, the host animatedly recalling a conversation, then a visual of a small, glowing seed being planted in a field. Host, my first point is about an unexpected mentor who changed my entire perspective. This wasn't a life coach or a professional guide. It was an older man I met in a coffee shop, and we ended up talking for hours. He was a retired carpenter, and he told me something that has stuck with me ever since. He said, "Most people spend their lives building a life they think they're supposed to have, using someone else's blueprints. But a truly happy person is one who builds a life with their own hands, even if it's messy. The tools are inside you. You just have to learn how to use them." That conversation planted a seed in my mind. It gave me permission to stop trying to be the person others expected me to be. It gave me permission to build something that was uniquely mine. It taught me that wisdom can come from the most unexpected places, and that every single person is a story worth hearing. And it taught me that the blueprint for my life wasn't out there in a book. It was in here, in my heart. Your reflection. Who is an unexpected mentor in your life? It could be a teacher, a friend's parent, or even a complete stranger. What was the single most important thing they said to you, and how did it change your trajectory? Visual. A visual of a person stepping out of a cozy, well-lit room into a dark, unknown forest. The person looks nervous at first, but with each step, their posture straightens, and a small beam of light follows them. Host. The second thing that has defined me is a commitment to embracing discomfort. For a long time, I lived in a comfortable bubble. I had a stable job, a predictable routine, and a close-knit group of friends. And while there's nothing wrong with that, I started to feel like I was stagnating. My life was pleasant, but it wasn't growing. So I decided to do something that scared me. I took a solo trip to a country where I didn't speak the language. It was terrifying. I was lonely. I made a ton of mistakes, and I felt completely out of my element. But something magical happened in that discomfort. I was forced to rely on myself in a way I never had before. I learned that my resourcefulness was far greater than I thought. I learned how to connect with people without words. I discovered a confidence that my comfortable life had kept hidden. This experience taught me that growth doesn't happen in a comfort zone. It happens right at the edge of it. Now, I actively seek out moments of discomfort, whether it's learning a new skill, having a difficult conversation, or starting this channel, because I know that on the other side of that fear is a stronger, more resilient version of me. Your reflection. What is one safe place in your life that you've been afraid to leave? It could be a job, a friendship, or a daily habit. What would be one small step you could take today to embrace that discomfort and find what's waiting on the other side? Visual. A vintage record player spinning. The screen then fills with album covers and song titles from different eras, each one sparking a different emotion on the host's face. Nostalgic joy, quiet reflection, determined focus. Host. This one might sound a little strange, but the third thing that makes me is the music that has soundtracked my life. Every chapter of my story has a playlist. There's a band that defined my high school years, the album that helped me through a tough breakup, and the song that I listen to every single morning to get my mind right. Music is more than just a melody. It's a powerful emotional anchor. It can transport you back to a specific memory, evoke a feeling you haven't felt in years, and even help you shape your identity. My musical tastes are a mosaic of all the different versions of myself, from the rebellious teenager to the determined adult. It's a map of my emotional landscape, and it's a constant reminder of where I've been and how far I've come. Your reflection. What songs or albums have been the soundtrack to your life? What do they say about who you were at that time? What song would you choose to play right now to get into the mindset you need to be in for the next chapter of your story? Visual. A final, confident shot of the host. The music swells to a triumphant, inspirational chord. The camera slowly zooms out, revealing a large, hand-drawn map of all the different things discussed in the video, connected by lines and symbols. Host, your life is not a series of random events. It's a masterpiece in the making. The 5 things that make you are not just facts about your life. They are the brushstrokes of your personal legend, the compass points on your unique journey. Take the time to reflect on your own 5 things. Uncover your unexpected mentors. Embrace your discomforts, listen to your soundtrack, cherish your daily practices, and find the strength in your scars. Because no one else has your story. No one else can tell it like you can. It's time to own it.